do love to make a person wait, don't you? Still, breaking me out right under Mingting's nose without setting off a single alarm. Delicious. Tell me, how did you come up with that little idea?
Let's just say it was inspired by the Somme Noire. Imagination, after all, remains humanity's sharpest blade.
As the dark tide spread and I was pulled in deeper, the mark of the dark tide you left in me allowed my frequency to merge with it.
Of course. And through Leviathan's power, I was able to read that frequency and depict you back into reality. Leviathan's power of assimilation blurs the line between imagination and existence, turning fiction into fact. But of course, none of it would have worked until Leviathan slipped the Sentinel's leash and reclaimed the reins of the dark tide.
It cost more time than I'd have liked, but everything unfolded exactly as you scripted. Such precision, such devotion. Bravo.
A trial, nothing less. Civilization's infancy must come to an end. So long as humanity remains cradled in the Sentinel's arms, it will never walk, let alone evolve. That is why I wrote this final act. And those who cannot transcend their limits and overcome their lesser natures will remain imprisoned by their own making. Well, such souls deserve no salvation.
No souls deserve salvation. Why even try? This world was born from chaos and exists in disorder. The only winning move is to be worse, wilder, to out-chaos the chaos. Every noble act of salvation only makes chaos hungrier. You want to destroy to save, but me? I want to save to destroy.
You sound disappointed in how this story ends.
Did I say that? Your stories have always been a treat. Screaming crowds drowning in despair, a world tearing at the seams. Every collapse, every unraveling. Chef's kiss. If they cannot overcome the pain, then let them fall straight into the ending I want. An eternity of chaos and suffering. That's why I chose to work with you, dear playwright. Speaking of which, quill bearer who toys with hearts, your sins weigh as heavy as mine. Tell me, where will your ending play out?
It has already been written into the script. But until I reach it, as long as breath remains in me, I will haunt the stage like a phantom. A reminder that one must always look forward. Sharpen thyself and temper thy soul.
Oh, Rover wasn't wrong about you. You really are a cruel, extreme man. Sometimes I think you might be even more insane than I am.
Insanity, reason, or something in between. All our choices born of free will, and only through free will can we defy the surging tides of fate. That is why we both seek to change it. For beneath such tides, no one is content to remain merely a humble servant.
You lost the gem I entrusted to you, Christophora.
Forgive me, but haven't we already seized what we truly desired? You see, Even the beyond forged from Leviathan's power couldn't endure. It fell short of the perfection you long for. But if you wish to try again, I remain at your service.
Tell me, how much of it remains within you?
Not much, but enough to make use of.
I fulfilled my promise to complete your finale. Let this be the last note of our symphony.
As you wish. My sincerest gratitude for your wonderful performance, Lady Frolova. May you find the strength to create the beyond you once envisioned.
If this world truly cannot change, perhaps I will seek a new path for myself.
Who'd have thought someone as stubborn as she would learn to adapt? But, Grand Architect, are you really going to let her walk off and do as she pleases?
Of all of us, you are the last one with any right to judge her for following her whims.
Judge? You wound me. I'm far more faithful to my indulgences than she ever was. No. I just want to tag along and add a few more flourishes to her symphony.
There are still greater matters that demand your attention. Though our roads diverge, our ideals remain as one. In the end, they all lead to the same place. Separation is but the prelude to possibility. All so that humanity may cross that final gateway into eternity. Our goals in Jinjo and Rinasita have been fulfilled. A Threnodian's resonator, an artificial Threnodian, and a second resonance awakening. We now possess both the knowledge and the means. Next, it is time we turn our gaze to our accomplishments in Lahai-Roi.